Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to the AJS TV channel. I'm doing a video today based on Aston Villa's player ratings against Wolverhampton Wanderers. I don't do many videos on the channel, but I wanted to do this video today just to really give my insight and my input on how Villa have been playing recently, but more specific in the Wolves game. I'm going to do a format that's very similar to Arsenal Fan TV, which is the first 11 ratings, the subs, the manager, the tactics, and the referee and performance. So I'm going to start with, obviously, the goalkeeper, Martinez. I thought Emi did absolutely exceptional today. He made the crucial saves when he needed to. The one I mainly think of was the Connor Cody chance, where he was 4 yards out. Great save from Emi Martinez. If he doesn't make that, we lose the game, simply put. Wolves did have a few chances. I think Saiz missed a sitter from like a yard out, and if he scores that, I don't think it would have too much of an effect on Emi's overall rating, but obviously the clean sheet would have gone. I just thought Emi was exceptional today, just like he's done in a lot of games. He's got a lot of clean sheets, and he deserved it, so I'm going to give Emi an 8 today. Next, we got Matt Targett. Now, Wolves played this very bizarre formation of like 5-2-3, so we had a wing-back and a right winger against Matt Targett. It was Semedo and Neto. Neto is a very, very talented player, but I still felt Matt Targett did very well against him. The only time I say Neto kind of caused Targett a few issues was the counter-attack, which led to Neto having a shot on goal. He nearly got a one-on-one because of his pace, but I think Targett still, even in that situation, dealt with Neto quite well. I think the only downside to Targett's game, maybe his crossing has been a bit off in the last few games. I don't think any of his crosses are that brilliant against Wolves, so I'm going to give Matt Targett a 7 based on his defensive attributes. Next, we got Tyrone Mings. Tyrone, unfortunately, is a bit of a scapegoat, I think, with some Aston Villa fans. Whenever he makes a mistake, he's very, very scrutinised. I thought he was exceptional today, won a lot of aerial headers. Obviously, all the back four and the goalkeeper will get good scores because they got a clean sheet at the end of the day. I feel like Tyrone Mings is just a massive aerial threat, no matter where he's on the pitch, attacking and defensively, and he won a lot of headers. We got a clean sheet, like I said, at the end of the day. I thought he completely phased out Willian Jose in the game, and to a lesser extent, I think he still phased out Silva, but I think he did a little bit more with his pace. But Tyrone Mings, another really good performance from him, so I'm going to give another 8. Ezri Konsa, I don't think Konsa ever puts a foot wrong. It's probably one of my favourite centre-backs in the whole of the Premier League. I love the way he's composed, his tackling, his interceptions, his blocks. Very, very good player. I don't know how he's not been called up for the England team. He gets another 8 out of 10 today for his amazing performance. Every header he seems to win. He's so confident, so strong. He really helped Tyrone Mings phase Willian Jose completely out the game. Al Mohammadi got a lot of criticism against Sheffield United. He was pretty much the fault for their goal. I thought he really performed well today. A really good response from him. I didn't really want him to start, I'm going to be honest. I thought he might struggle against a very pacey Adama Traore on the left, but I thought he really dealt with Adama. If anything, he back-pocketed Adama Traore. So I think Almo deserves an 8 out of 10 today. Then I'm going to move into the midfield three. For the first time, Sanson started, which was, a lot of Villa fans wanted that to happen. He played with Douglas Luiz and McGinn. I'm going to go with Luiz first. Douglas Luiz, I think Luiz did a lot right, and then I think he did a lot wrong. In the first half, I thought he really won the midfield battle, but the further the game went on, I feel like he was a little bit more sluggish, and I just don't think he was at his full-on best. I thought Neves and Moutinho together were just as much of a threat as Villa's 3 midfielders, which obviously isn't that great. He had a very good first half. I just think pretty much like the rest of the Villa attack kind of seemed to slow down in the second half. I think I'm going to give Douglas Luiz a 6. John McGinn, interceptions in the first half were amazing. They led to a lot of chances. His passing can be really good sometimes, but I feel like his attacking threat isn't quite what it used to be. I don't feel as excited as when he's on the ball at the edge of the box because he doesn't score many goals. I don't think his finishing is all that great. But I thought in terms of his interceptions, I thought he was exceptional today. I think if we posed a bit more of an attacking threat in the second half, he would have got a higher score. But I'm going to give John McGinn a 7. Sanson looked very bright. I feel like with more games under his belt, he'll really prosper in a Villa shirt. The only criticism I have of him was he tried to dribble past a few Wolves players on his own. And when he lost the ball, he kind of retaliated a little bit and went in for a rash tackle, got himself a yellow. He just needed to calm himself a little bit. He did a lot good. He skipped past, I think, Semedo a few times as he drifted out towards the left. I thought he was a very good player. His crossing as well from set pieces wasn't too bad. So I'm going to give Sanson a 7. Now we go on to the front three, and I think this is where the scores start to decrease a little bit. We're going to go to Trezeguet on the left wing. Trezeguet, in truth, I don't think played very well at all. He's got a lot of pace about him. He works very hard. He made a few defensive tackles when he was needed to, but every time he got the ball going forward, I don't think we really created anything in particular with Trezeguet. You really compare how he plays the left wing compared to Jack Grealish. I know it's a bit of a harsh comparison, but you really see the difference between the two. I can't really give Trezeguet any more than a 5, maybe a little bit harsh on Trez, but I just wasn't very confident with him on the ball at all. I'm going to go to Bertrand Traore on the right wing. Bertrand Traore is a very, very exceptional footballer. His ball control, he's got a lot of flair about him. But I always feel like there's games he does really well in, like at West Bromwich Albion, like Crystal Palace, where he really takes the game by the scruff of the neck. And then there's games like this today. It's really, really off the boil. He tried a few back heels, gives the ball away a bit soft. He's not very physical, doesn't win a lot of those battles like Ollie Watkins does. I feel like there was a reason why he came off for Keinan Davis at the end of the day. There's a reason why both the wingers came off, really. I just don't think either of the two did enough. I think it's another 5 out of 10 for Bertrand Traore. And finally, the last of the starting 11, Ollie Watkins. Ollie worked really well today. Hit the crossbar from like 35 yards. Very nice effort. Had another chance to score when he went for a pass to Bertrand rather than shoot. He does a lot brilliant in the game. He battles so hard. His work rate is exceptional. And I think if he had a better service from the wings, he would have scored today. So I'm going to give Ollie Watkins a 7. Now for the subs, Barkley came on with half an hour to go for Sanson. I don't think Barkley played too badly coming off the bench. I don't think he did much of note in truth. Ironically, the only thing I can remember Barkley actually doing, he gave the ball away, which nearly led to Connor Cody scoring, which I mentioned earlier when Ezri Martinez made an absolutely unbelievable save. His passing can be really nice at times. His touch can be really good. I just feel like his vision in the final third isn't the best, and it's cost us like a few clear-cut chances. I think back to the Manchester City game where we had the ball in really good areas and he went for the wrong pass. But I don't think he did too much wrong against Wolves. I just don't think he offered us much either. Maybe I'm a bit harsh with Keinan Davis. I said on the live stream, I'm just not that enthusiastic when he comes off the bench. He hasn't scored a goal in a very long time, other than the League Cup goal he got against Burton. I just don't really see the threat Davis has. He's quite a strong player, but then he tried to use his strength today and he conceded throw-ins. I just don't think he offered any more than what Trezeguet Traore did. I know he only had about 10 minutes to really impose himself, but I just don't think he ever offers any threat. When he started up front for Villa in the second half of last season, he didn't really do much either other than hold the ball up well. It doesn't look like scoring. It feels like, it doesn't feel like a striker. It just feels like a really big midfielder because his finishing is really not up there. But yeah, because he only had 12 minutes, I think it'd be harsh to give him the same score as Traore and Trezeguet. So I'm going to go with a 6 for Keinan Davis. Finally, Jacob Ramsey. I don't feel comfortable giving Ramsey a proper score as well because he only had 7 minutes. Because of how little we had the ball in the second half and how little we threatened Wolves, I think the only real chance we had was actually in the 90th minute from a corner to really just explain how poorly we did in the second half compared to the first, where we hit the crossbar twice, had quite a few chances to score in the first half. Compare that with the second, and we had virtually no threat at all. It'd be harsh to give less than a 6 for Jacob Ramsey because he just didn't really have enough time and we weren't playing overly that well anyway. So I'm going to give Jacob Ramsey a 6. Now we're going to move on towards the actual staff at Aston Villa. In terms of the tactics today, I think we started really well. We wanted to get on the front foot against a team that isn't that confident, and I think how we started the game was perfect. I just think what was said at halftime, it was either Wolves reacted brilliantly to halftime or we reacted negatively. We played much worse than what we did in the first half, and all our momentum completely vanished. You know, at the end of the day, Villa were very, very fortunate not to lose that game, considering Saiss missed a shot from about a yard out. So we can count ourselves a little bit lucky there. So with everything being said, I'm going to give Dean Smith a 7. I'm going to tie him with the tactics as well. So I think the lineup was perfectly fine. Obviously, we've got injuries that he can't help. I would have given him an 8 if we had a better second half, but because of how badly it went, I will give him a 7 out of 10. The referee, I thought the referee was very good today. Didn't have many big decisions to make. I know referees get a lot of criticism. We've seen a lot of criticism this season especially. But I don't think he made too many mistakes. I'm going to give the referee an 8. Okay, that is the player ratings all wrapped up. I'm going to put something on screen now so you can see everything that I've said. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you have contrasting opinions to me, please let me know in the comments below. Maybe I've been a bit too harsh to some players. Maybe I've been a bit too kind to others. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.